Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is PD Proudlock. I'm here with a video because the Premier League fixtures for the 2021-2022 season have now been released. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rattle through the fixtures of who we are playing on which particular date. We all know that these will change at some point, but I'll just run through on the dates that so far they have been set to play on. So here we are then. So first game of the season on the 14th of August, which is when the season kicks off, and that's at home to West Ham United. I think that is a very decent start, I must say. West Ham at home. Yes, they are going to be in Europa League next season, but I think that is not a bad start, I must say. 14th of August. If this game is going to be played on the 14th of August, it's going to be interesting as well, because I said I will be getting back to the stadiums. Hopefully we are back in the stadiums when the Premier League season kicks off, but I've also got my second COVID jab on that day as well, and it's going to be interesting. I just hope I'm not going to be feeling the side effects from the second jab to what I did pretty much on the first jab. So it's going to be interesting. So, if they did move that game either Sunday or Friday night, that would be so bad. But if it's a Saturday, oh God, it's going to be an interesting day. So West Ham, the first game of the season on the 14th of August, not a bad start. Second game in the August fixtures, and that's away to Aston Villa. Not so bad as well, even though our record down there has been awful lately. Hopefully we can start to turn that around massively. It'd be really, really good if we could do that. And then the final game of the August, and that is at home to Southampton. Again, a really good fixture at home as well. August, that is a pretty good, decent set of games we've got up. We all need to make sure we have a good start of the season there. And if we do that, that would be really good. It really, really would be. We're going to move on to September fixtures. And on the 11th of September, it's away to Manchester United at Old Trafford. So that is when the tough games start. It's going to be really hard down there. It really, really is. Our record down there is appalling anyway. And yeah. And second game after that in the September fixtures, and that's at home to Leeds United. Not a bad start, but I'll be interested to see how Leeds are going to do next season, because I think they could really improve next season. It's going to be interesting, but Leeds, not a bad one for the September fixture. And the final game on the September fixtures, and that is away to Watford against one of the promoted sides. It is. Record down at Vicarage Road hasn't been great as well, but hopefully we can turn that around as well. I mean, that would be a game I wouldn't mind possibly going to, I must say, because I would like to do some more away games, I must say. So I might consider putting Watford on my list for away games. I really, really would. Depends what day it is as well. If it's a weekend, great. So yeah, I might do that. I really, really might do. So that is the September fixtures. We're going to go on to the October fixtures. And it's an away trip away to Wolves as well. Oh, where loads of times we've been coming out with 1-1 draws. They really, really have. And again, I think that's another one I might put on my list for away games as well, if I can possibly go. I wouldn't mind another trip down to Molineux. I've been once. That was years ago, and that was when we drew 1-1 in Bobby's season in the 2003-04 season, when we drew 1-1 down there. So I wouldn't mind another trip down to Molineux again, because it's been a long time. So I wouldn't mind a trip down there. Second game of the October fixtures, and that's it on the 16th, and that's at home to Spurs. Very tough that will be. Well, all depends. Is Harry Kane going to still be there next season? He's talked of being heavily linked away, and he certainly wants to move away from Spurs. It'd be interesting, but Spurs have been a really good side lately. They really, really have indeed. So that is going to be a tough fixture. next game after Spurs at home on the October fixtures, and that is away to Crystal Palace. Again, I wouldn't mind to see if I can get an away trip down there as well, if possible. Again, I just would like to do a lot more away games next season, and fads looks like hopefully they're going to be back, so why not? Now's the chance to really start planning for these kind of away games as well. So Crystal Palace, yeah, wouldn't mind a trip down there, and that'll be an interesting game as well. Record down there is not too bad, so it'd be interesting to see. It really, really would be. And the last of the October fixtures, and that's at home to Chelsea, and that is going to be a very challenging game. It really, really is indeed. We lost last time at home. Our record against Chelsea lately has been pretty decent, but we all know that's going to be a really tough fixture as well. It really, really will be. So that is the October fixtures. I'm now going to go into the November fixtures, and it's an away trip to Brighton and Hove Albion. Oh, we all know what happened down there last season. Will that change? God, I hope it will be. I really, really hope it will be. Fans looks like they're going to be travelling down there for next season, and they better not be travelling all the way down that so far and us to have another dross game of football once again. I really, really hope that does not happen. Second game in the November fixtures, and that's at home to Brentford on the 20th of November. And one of the promoted sides, very interested there. This will be Brenton in the Premier League. Oh, it's going to be a very interesting game. It really, really will be. And the last of the November fixtures, and that's an away trip to Arsenal. Very going to be tough as well. I mean, our record at the Emirates is dreadful anyway. It really, really is. So that is the new November fixtures, and now we go on to the December fixtures, and there is quite a lot of these games as well, and it looks like there's a bit of a horrid run-in we've got in this month as well. But we start off with a home game against Norwich City. Yes, they are back in the Premier League. Hopefully we can start off that month with 3 points as well. So that'd be really good. And after that, it's a home game against Burnley on the 4th of December. Again, did the double over Burnley last season? Can we do that again if in this season coming? We really, really need to, which would be good. And now this is where the horrid run starts. So on the 11th of December, it's an away trip to Leicester City. We won 4-2 down there last season. What's going to happen here this time? It's going to be a really challenging game. It really, really will be. And after that, it's an away trip to Liverpool at Anfield. Again, going to be very challenging as well. Got a 1-1 draw for Willock, getting that goal right at the end. But we all know Anfield's not a great place to go to for us. It really, really isn't. And then after that, we've got Manchester City at home. Oh, my God. How are Manchester City going to be strengthening their squad next season? It'll be very interesting to see what their transfer business is as well. And on Boxing Day, on the 26th, home against Man United. Again, it'll probably be another challenging game. All depends. Hopefully, we cannot let the previous game slip away. I mean, we did well to take the lead, but we completely just balled it throughout the rest of that game and lost 4-1. Hopefully, we can change that during the Christmas period. In the final game of the December fixtures, and it's an away trip to Goodison Park. We did the double over Everton last season. Can we do it again? It'd be really, really great if we could do that again. 100% definitely. So that is all the fixtures throughout up to December for 2021. Now we go on to the games where we kick off 2022. So on the first game on New Year's Day, it's away to Southampton. Well, we all know what happened there last season. We got absolutely blitzed. Well, could that change? And also fans are going to travel down there on New Year, thinking how they're going to get to all these games and no public transport. as well, and so they're going to have to rely on coaching travel to get them down there if the club decide to put them on, which most likely you think they would do, but going down there with no other public transport possibly running is going to be an interesting one as well. So second game, and that is going to be a home tie against Watford in the January fixtures. I think hopefully we should look to win that game. It really, really will be. And we drew 1-1 under Bruce's first season, but hopefully we can change that around massively. And the last of the January fixtures, and that's an away trip to Leeds United, and that is going to be a challenging game. It really, really will be. I think Leeds are going to aim for higher, and next season I really, really think they will be, because they're just a club run with ambition. They really, really are massively. So going on into February fixtures, and its first game, it's a home game against Everton on the 9th of February. That'll be an interesting one, as I mentioned. We did the double over Everton, and hopefully we can do that again, as I said. And now after that, and it's a home game against Villa. Hopefully we can start changing these poor results around against Aston Villa, because we drew 1-1. The last two home games have been 1-1. Hopefully we can change that around massively. And after that, and it's an away trip against West Ham United on the 19th of February. Would I mind a trip down to London Stadium again? To be honest, I wouldn't. I wouldn't mind going there again. I've enjoyed it the last two times. The first time we went, we lost 2-0. But the last time we went, we won 3-2. And our record down there is really, really good at the moment. So I wouldn't mind another away trip down to West Ham. I really, really wouldn't. And the last of the February fixtures, and that's an away trip away to Brentford. Oh, we all know what happened in the Carabao Cup quarterfinals. Hopefully we could go down there in the Premier League and really get the result down there as well. I don't think that would be an easy game, because I think Brentford will be looking to do really, really well. And I wouldn't mind a trip down to Brentford as well. I really, really wouldn't. So yeah, it's gonna. I'm trying to plan myself for all of these fixtures for possible away games. As I said, I will be back at the home games next season. With the away games, I really, really want to try and really plan to go to some, definitely. So we go on to March's fixtures. And the first game in March is at home to Brighton and Hove Albion. We lost 3-0 at home his last season as well. Got to change that around massively, 100%, because our record against Brighton lately has been dross. It really, really has. Second game of the March fixtures on the 12th, and that is away to Chelsea. And our record down there is really, really poor indeed, and that's going to be very challenging. It just really, really is. And the last of the March fixtures, and that's at home to Crystal Palace. We lost 2-1 at home to them last season. Time to turn that around massively, 100% need to. Now we go on to the April fixtures, and the first one, it's an away trip away to Spurs down at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Going to be very tough, but again, that is a away game I would like to get myself to as well if possible, because I wouldn't like to take a visit to their new ground. It looks really, really, really great, their new ground, from what it looks like. So I wouldn't mind a trip down to Spurs. Next game after that, and it's a home game against Wolves. Can we start turning these 1-1 draws into a positive result, into wins? Hopefully we can. And after that, it's at a home game against Leicester City. That's going to be very tough as well. Our record against Leicester lately at home has not been good. They've managed to beat us the past few times, Leicester City. They really, really have. So that is going to be a very challenging game. And after that, it's an away trip away to Norwich. Not going to be easy as well, because I don't think our record at Carrow Road is great as well. So hopefully we can turn that one around as well massively. And the final game of the April fixtures, and that's at home against Liverpool. Again, it's going to be very, very hard. 0-0 draw last season. Caldolo kept winning the game. But you just hope we are not going to be in a massive relegation battle and still fighting in that during that period. God, I hope not. I really, really hope not. And now finally we go on to the May fixtures. And oh my God, there's two really tough games in this one. You just hope we are going to be safe at that point if Steve Bruce is still going to be manager. So first off, it's a away trip down to Manchester City, and a lot of fans are thinking that it'll be a massive write-off. It really, really will be. Record down there is not good, and we always seem to get a battering down there pretty much nearly every time we go down to the Etihad. After that, it's a home game against Arsenal. Again, home record against Arsenal lately, again, hasn't been great as well. I mean, 2-0 last season against not a fully strength Arsenal side, where that was an awful game. It really, really was. Well, hopefully we'll get back, also catch up with a lot of the Arsenal fans, particularly a lot of the people that are from AFTV as well. I wouldn't mind catching up with them again and getting their thoughts as well, like I did last time. Well, when I went to see Arsenal play at home. So yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that again. And the final game of the 2021-2022 season, and that's away trip away to Burnley. So that is the final game of the season. I wouldn't mind also a trip down there as well, because again, it's some of these stadiums, well, these games I haven't been to their stadiums, so yeah. And you just hope we are not going to be in a massive relegation battle there next season if Steve Bruce is here. We need some new players there through the door, and we still need to get some of these players off the wage bill. So let me know down in the comment section, as always, what do you think of those set of fixtures we've gone with? We all know they're going to be scheduled to change, but I think August, that's not a bad start of the season. Some decent fixtures coming up, which we're thinking, look, we could certainly get 3 points out of them games. So let me know, as always. We know December's got a horrible run, and it really, really has. So thank you for watching. Of course, don't forget to give this video a like. Please drop your comments in as well. And of course, if you haven't checked me out before, please do hit the subscribe button. And make sure you do catch me for the preview for the England v Scotland game. And see you later. Take care. What do you think of the fixtures for the 2021-2022 season?